awesome people! How are you doing today? Well, it's me again, Liza, and welcome back to our Lice Adventures. So, what's up, guys? Well, it's a gloomy day today. It's cloudy and it is a bit gray. But of course, it's still a beautiful day, isn't it? Well, of course, the weather really have a great influence in our moods, so as they say. But of course, let us try our best to not to be affected, of course, and let's make it beautiful, even though the weather is not so charming. Well, I'm here now in, of course, the party capital, Leidseplein, and let's just walk through the streets here, and we try to visit also the flower market. So I just want to say hi to my 2,000 and plus subscribers all over the world. How are you guys doing? And of course, Pilipinas, magandang gabi. Kumusta kayo dyan, mga katropa? And it's also a bit windy, so it's a bit chilly. Actually, it's 14 degrees, but well, it's still a beautiful day. And of course, I've seen in the weather that next week will be rainy. So those of you who plans to visit Amsterdam, of course, make sure to carry with you your raincoat for sure. Well, guys, well, I think you have heard the news about the Uvalde massacre in well, shooting in Texas, Uvalde, Texas. It's so heartbreaking, guys, isn't it? It's really yeah, I don't know what's happening. It's kids, and it really breaks my heart, you know, that these kids really are the ones who suffered this, of course. And yeah, also the teachers. It's really so heartbreaking when I'm listening to the news and I watch the you know, the news in YouTube. It's really heartbreaking. That one father who is also a I think, I'm not sure, he is also a rescuer from the medical something, and when he learned that his daughter was one of the victims, my God, I really, that's really devastating. I was really crying. So, well, as they say, the gun doesn't kill. It's the person who pulls the trigger that kills. So it's, yeah, for me, well, yeah, of course there are legal, you know, like you should not, well, America should prohibit this guns. But well, of course, I don't know why they allow it, and of course that's I mean, the lawmakers, or you know, should do something about it. But of course, for me, my concern is the mental health, especially nowadays. We already have, heard previous news in recent years that it's really, it was, and they have again other shootings, especially there in America. So, yeah, for me, what concerns me most, of course, is the mental health. Well, in my previous vlogs, I'm really very I was really honest, and I'm really honest that I'm having anxiety. You know, that's why I started this vlog actually. It's my way of distressing myself. It's really difficult, you cannot, it's in the mind, so it's yeah, but of course I must do something, so that it will not lead to depression, and of course to more severe mental illness or something. So I must of course help myself, but you know other people, especially the kids, or let's say teenagers, have a difficult time. Well, especially this pandemic, I think well, not everyone, but of course almost everyone was really affected, especially our mental health. So I'm beginning to make this as my really advocacy, mental health awareness, because well, especially here, do you know here in Holland that the the waiting list for a psychologist, or yeah, let's say psychiatrist, is 6 to 9 months. 6 to 9 months. So it's really that long that you have to wait. So if you are going through something, the waiting list is really long. It's really difficult, especially if if you feel like you really need a professional help. So I'm just I really want to adhere this mental awareness, that it should be really to be given a priority. It's like like other illnesses, of course, mental health is really very, very important. So I just hope, and of course, it's not that it's also it's hard to reach. I hope they will make it reachable, something like that. And of course, it's also expensive, especially back in the Philippines. It's really expensive. So I hope they will do something, and they will, to be able to be like, for example, when you are just going to a doctor or something. I hope in every town or something they will make it, they can just consult, or they can ask for advice. So that at least when especially teenagers, when they know that they have someone to talk to when they are having troubles and something like that, I think it will be more easy, it will be lighter, because sometimes when it's just in your head, it's really and of course I think social media also is has a great influence, especially the bashing, and of course in different schools, bullying and something, you know, it's really difficult. So I hope they can address this urgently. And it would be nice if in different schools they will have, you know, really psychologists, and even in every place in our country, that they make it really approachable. And it's not like, for example, when I was young. You know, sometimes when there are certain attitude that we do or something, or you know, other kids, well, they will just say, he is really, or she is really hard-headed, she is rebellious, you know, she doesn't respect her parents or something. But of course, sometimes we must ask why, you know, we must address the reason, the core of the problem. So that's how I think, yeah, it's really difficult, I understand. But of course, during my age, you know, it's like, it's very shameful if you have, you know, something like that. Because I was really, when I was, let's say, in my early 20s, my friends are already saying to me, oh, can you go to a psychiatrist or for a psychologist? And I was really, no, why? I'm not crazy or something like that. So it's like, before it's like a taboo. But now I think it's, we really have an urgent need to do this one. Sabi sa akin dati nung mga kaibigan ko, psycho ka nga, psychiatrist ka nga. So sabi ko, what? Hindi ako baliw. Diba? But now it shouldn't be that way. We should not, you know, take it as something that it's shameful or something. No, it's like if you are having a headache, you address that, of course. Why do you have a headache? Or, you know, simple illnesses. And of course, the brain or mental health is, you know, is the one dictating all of the things that is happening in our system. So I really believe that if we have a healthy brain, then I think we also have a healthy body. Well, that's the Bloemenmarkt, of course. So let's go and check the Rembrandtplein. Right, guys? Well, going back to what I'm saying, I came across to a Dr. Daniel Amen. He is a renowned and a very famous psychiatrist in America. And I was just really curious what is, you know, because and I was when I was watching him and listening to his explanation, well, it seems like it's very, actually, it's very, how do you say that? Advanced, because he scans the brain, and then from there he can already see what's wrong, if the frontal lobe is not working, or if there is a trauma or something. So it's really nice to study the brain. And yeah, well, I hope we can have a lot of Dr. Daniel Amen in the world, because he is really helping a lot. Because sometimes you can just say that, oh, he's a bad person, he's doing like this, he is, you know, you can, it's easily to judge, you know. But of course, sometimes clinically there is something wrong with the brain. So I'm telling this because like what happened in Uvalde shooting. I mean, a normal person cannot do that, of course. Who will kill a grandmother and just fire on, other kids and kill? My God, that's I don't know how to call it, but yeah, that's insane, right? So yeah, as what I've read, well, they said that a gun doesn't kill, but it's the person who pulls the trigger that kills. So we must bear that in mind. I mean, we have to help these kids. We have to help these people with mental difficulties, mental disorders. So I'm really advocating, I'm really adhering that I hope we can do more about this. It's really easy to judge. It's so easy. It's so easy to judge a person that, well, he is bad, he is doing insane things, you know. Pero sana maintindihan din natin na tao din sila, and maybe, clinically, there is really something wrong in their brain, you know. So, well, I hope, yeah, you can hear me, right? I mean, you hear me out, right? So it's really sometimes frustrating that, but yeah, of course, this is life, and it's really complicated. Well, I'm here now in Rembrandtplein, and they have this different art. Oh, these are different stones. No, I'm not. Sorry. They don't want pictures. Okay. Well, this is what's happening in Rembrandtplein. Sorry, I just got carried away, from the... and I just, have this walk as a... it's a Lee's talk and a Lee's walk in combination, so... I hope that's okay. I hope you are not bored. Well, this is the Rembrandtplein. Well, it's a bit gloomy, so the bars are not yet full, actually. Well, I think it's still early. So let's just go back center. Wow, flamingly tasty. Let's walk to walk. And of course, well, thank you guys for always watching my videos. Of course, this is just an update again to what is happening here in the busy streets of Amsterdam. And of course, if I can take this platform, of course, to adhere my thoughts about mental problems, well, Thank you. So, any psychologists there or psychiatrists or, you know? I hope there will be more psychologists and psychiatrists in the near future so that we can, of course, help these kids to, you know, help them get through to whatever is going on to their minds, to their brains. Because sometimes there's, you know, also these games, you know, it's also really violent sometimes, you know, those things. Well, I'm not really a gamer, but of course they find pleasure in that, so I don't know what is the effect psychologically. So well, this is the beautiful Bloemenmarkt again. This is really my favorite place here. It's really beautiful, you know, the scene, the sceneries, and of course the views. It's really beautiful. But I think let's go to the busy streets there, the shopping centers. Let's just cross the street. Okay guys, we'll see you later, and we go to the busy streets here in the Kalverstraat, the Bloemenmarkt. This is the Bloemenmarkt Centrum. Okay guys, see you later. Bye.